Yo, what up, guys? Sledge315 here. How's everyone doing? This is a new segment, first episode, chapter 1, episode 1. Sledge, news, gaming news, drama, whatever. We're going to figure this out. We're going to run with it. Guys, stick around. There's going to be a cool little intro reel. Just kidding. Don't have one of those yet. In the works. Basically, what this is going to be all about is drama, content creator news, streamer news. Well, that's like the same thing. Esports news and gaming news. So, new games coming out, games that just released, quick brief reviews on games that just released, and things like that. So, the first thing that we're going to talk about is Shroud to Mixer, guys. Now, this is a huge change for the streaming world, okay? And we talked about this with Ninja. I mean, we didn't hear, but the whole community did, all right? If you weren't part of that, then you missed out. Then look it up. It's still online. It's still ongoing. So, anyways, these guys are getting contracted over to Mixer from Twitch. They're some of the biggest Twitch streamers right now, and they're moving over to Mixer for the moolah, for the money. I think it's a big power play for some of these big streamers, and it's creating a value for some of these bigger names now. And it's the first time, to my awareness in streamer history, and maybe to this scale, that content creators are being contracted to be moved into different platforms. Very similar to how actors are contracted into movies. It's always been the consumers paying for these guys to keep their head above water, to a degree. Now these guys, the big guys, have sponsors and they're getting paid through that as well. But I'm talking like the subscribers, the donations, things like that. That comes from the pockets of the people that watch them. The only form of maybe content creation that's paid for by the community. And I think this is going to change that up a lot. And I think it was Valkyrie on Twitter that mentioned it's really interesting to see this dynamic change. The only con that I'm seeing right now with what's happening is with the jump back and forth. I mean, Nick A30, he moved over from YouTube to Twitch under the same exact circumstances, which is fine, which is great. But there's too many streaming platforms. There's so many going on right now that it's dividing the community more than bringing it together. A place like YouTube, everyone is here. There's not other platforms for watching videos, at least that aren't popular, that people know about and instantly go to. I mean, your parents and your grandparents know YouTube, right? And with streaming, you either know Twitch or you don't know anything when you're the older crowd. And then when you're us, you might know like Mixer, YouTube, and then like getting deeper and it's like Caffeine and other places that I don't even know. But you know, the black market of the streaming world. The only thing that I see that's bad about it is that divide. But other than that, I mean, everything's good. I think all of it's a pro. Mixer can win from it. Twitch isn't really hurting from it. They're owned by Amazon. The community is a little bit confused. I think some of the Twitch fans that were also a fan of Shroud and Ninja are at kind of a situation where do they move or do they stay, or do they just go watch them during their schedule and then come back to Twitch? Things like that are getting a little bit difficult, but props to Shroud, props to Ninja, making business moves, moving forward with their careers and their personal brand. I mean, look, when their contract ends, they could just be like, we're coming back to Twitch now, and then they could have comeback streams. We're back on Twitch after 3 years or something. You know, I can't imagine the contract to be super long. In content creation and things like that, staying relevant sometimes dies out pretty quick. You guys let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you guys could, I would really appreciate it. Let's have a conversation about the whole entire Mixer pickup of Ninja and Shroud, guys. I have to keep fixing my hair. It's driving me nuts. Can this thing get a little bit longer so we can just bun it up and be done? Nard Bomber, I know you're listening. In other news, my hair is growing. But CourageJD for Halloween, I saw this on an Instagram post. CourageJD right here. Here's a post of him, and he's rocking the Tim the Tap Man look. I mean, he's got the jersey on. He's got the kid. This kid looks like it's the kid from Hangover. Don't at me on this, but that's what it looks like. And he's holding the legendary White Claw. The facial hair looks like he's been growing that for a hot minute. It looks good. So give him some applause, give him some praise. Just a little quick laugh. I was literally scrolling on Instagram and I was like, whoa, what up with Tim on this one? I was like, oh, that's not even Tim, that's Courage. In-game release news. There's two games we're going to talk about. One, Outer Worlds. The other one, Call of Duty Modern Warfare. We're going to jump into Outer Worlds first. I don't know much about it. Right now, I believe it's owned by Epic. I'm not sure who the production is on it. I'll probably give information below on that. But if you guys are picking this game up, I think it's a $60 game. Sledge315, creator code. Helps me out. Really do appreciate that. This is an RPG game, and the devs are preaching that they hope that it's what everyone expected in Fallout 76, which is kind of a jab at Fallout 76, but is what it is. I mean, they're trying to market their game, so it looks like it's pretty good. The graphics look pretty clean. It's been advertised very well, and it was released yesterday. So go peep that, guys. Go find a YouTube video. It seems very dialogue based, and it's an RPG. It's not for everyone, but you know, it might be for you. Number 2 is a passion of mine. I'm not going to get too in depth about this, and we're going to keep these at a brief review. I have bought this game. I have played this game for countless hours already, and I'm super excited for it. Modern Warfare, guys. Call of Duty. It's a new one to the series, and I think it's going to be the revitalization of Call of Duty. It is so promising. There's so many upgrades to the guns. There's so many attachments you can add now. You can add 5 attachments. The game modes are awesome. The game feels super smooth, super fluent. I know some people, I heard, you know, Nate Shot was not really the happiest with it. Well, I was playing it anyways. I was watching his stream, and he didn't seem too happy about it. He said it doesn't feel like the old game. And it's never gonna be the old game. But they're going to keep a lot of the aspects from the old game that people loved and then add some of the stuff that the, you know, current world of gaming enjoys in shooters. Game feels super smooth. Graphics are really nice. A lot of perks, a lot of unlockables. It seems like they're already doing purchasable skins and things like that. And it's really, really cool. It's really involved, and I'm super excited for its future. They're opening an esports league for it. I think they've already released, I think 8 teams. Don't hold me on that one. Super excited for that, guys. Go pick that one up if you guys like shooter games. I think that it's going to stay for a while. I'm sorry. No battle royale. Get out of here with that. Get out of here with that. Well, they might bring it, but get out of here with that. Apex Legends, guys. It's not Fortnite, but it is a battle royale. 3v3s across the board, 20 teams. With characters that are very suited like Overwatch. They have special abilities, but the guns remain. The guns are not attached to them in terms of ability. So, you know, you're not looking like soldiers got a different gun from Roadhog and Overwatch. These guys pick up the guns they find, but their abilities are cool for mobility, for, you know, evading, for healing, things like that. It is free. You can pick that one up. Charged rifles have been nerfed, and I'm not really in tune with that game to a level where I understand the nerfs and buffs, but it sounds like it's for the best. The community doesn't seem too happy because a lot of the good players like overpowered guns. So it would only make sense that they'd be upset that these overpowered guns are not as good anymore. I know that there's a heavy fall off damage now, and I think the charge rate was slowed. Just want to keep everyone in tune on some of the game updates as well as some of the games that have been released. And last but not least, guys, some Fortnite news, because I know you all love Fortnite. We love Fortnite, am I right? I just burped. Battle between Fortnite and Ronald Sykes. I don't know who Ronald Sykes is other than he's a game tester for Fortnite and Epic Games. He basically was working for them, had an NDA, which is a non-disclosure agreement for anyone that's not familiar. And he tested the game for Chapter 2, and then he went on Twitter afterwards and then just started talking about it. So he exposed some of the new drops, some of the weapon upgrade stations, the ability to swim, the ability to ride boats, and a few other features. I think, you know, mentioned the new map as well. That dropped a lot of the hype and a lot of the marketplace. I mean, Fortnite is massive, and I don't know if it made that much of a dent, but Fortnite's looking for the money always. That's what they're doing. That's what Epic Games is doing. But when you've got a massive community that's going to sit and look at a black hole, listen, look at a black hole for 24 hours, I don't know if you're losing much traction because this guy exposed anything. If anything, that might have upped the hype, but they're going to use it as a reason to expose his name. And I mean, they have every right to. The guy is contracted. This guy could be in a lot of trouble for that. I have no idea the penalty for it, but it seems like a pretty big deal because I'm reading articles online about it, and it's pretty crazy. So don't mess with Fortnite, guys. Just play the game. Just play the game, all right? Just Victory Royale, forehead. Finally, what we're going to be jumping into now is the weekly forecast for the future here, okay? So we're going to put up a panel. We're going to put up a thing right here. It's going to be cool. It's going to be like, whoop. I don't know what it's going to do. Yeah, whoop. And then we're going to look at any of the games that are coming up here for the current week. For next week, it's literally the 29th and the 31st. There's nothing else in terms of other days. We're going to just jump into them. I'm just going to list them really quick. Disgaea 4 Complete. This coming out for the PlayStation 4 and Switch, releasing October 29th. Dusk Diver is coming out for the PlayStation 4 and the Switch in the US. Forager, which is a very good game. I bought it on Steam, and I played it on stream as well. And that's coming out for the PlayStation 4 and the Switch. And this is retail, which I think is just like you can buy it in stores on a case. And then Resident Evil 5, 6, and then this triple pack edition is coming to the Switch the 29th. Most of you guys know Resident Evil, classic game. Super Monkey Ball, Banana Blitz HD. This was originally on the Wii, last I checked. And it's coming out for the PS4, the Xbox One, and the Switch. It is a remastered, guys. It's not a new game. That's what the HD is at the end for. So anyone that doesn't know, there you go. Now you learned something today. Yakuza 4, the Yakuza Remastered Collection, PS4, October 29th as well. And then when we move to the 31st, we got Journey for Elysium, which is a PC VR game. It's like a puzzle, obstacle challenge course. I'm not entirely sure. I think it's supposed to be scary. It's supposed to be a scary game. You know, Halloween, it would make sense, right? But that's coming out for the VR. I don't have a lot of experience with VR, so it's VR. If you got one, check it out. Luigi's Mansion 3. Now, this is the one that I'd be the most hyped about. We'll be talking about this one next week as well. It's coming out for the Switch. This is a brand new initial release title. A lot of these were not. A lot of these were remasters and, you know, reproductions, or they're coming to a new console. This one is not, for a fact, as well as that VR. So, guys, peep them. Peep any of those games. If they ring a bell, Go check them out. If they haven't and you're curious, just go look them up on Google. I'll drop them in the information below as well so you guys can take a look. So that's going to be next week, guys, on the forecast of new games. I'm really excited for Luigi's Mansion. You guys tell me what you're looking forward to. Drop it in the comments below as well. And guys, this is going to bring the newscast to a close. I appreciate everyone that came in, watched through the entire thing, tolerated my annoying voice while we talked about all the game news. If you guys enjoy this content and you can't wait for more, follow me on Twitch, 1 p.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern time, Tuesday through Friday, okay, on Twitch, right here. Hit that, follow me, check me out, jump into the Discord. You can ask questions in there. You can talk to the community, get more involved. If you guys want even more content, we got Instagram and we got Twitter as well, Sledge315, guys. Come on through, hang out. We'll be posting again for Wednesday for quick stream tips, and we will see you next time. Take it easy.